Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. With that, it's time for the AFC Championship. And to call the action, as they have all year, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Oakland Raiders and the Houston Texans. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Flex round. Check 55
They'll run again with Blount. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Now this is playoff football. I mean, what a big-time tackle. Perfectly executed. Well, a little extra emphasis there.
And got him for a loss as well. Now it's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Cook. A right side catch by Crabtree. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hurry up, here we go.
Cook operating from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3 and out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Back deep for the Texans, Will Fuller. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go. 1, 9.
They run again with Foreman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Single receiver. Hey, Jordan and I. Ohio. Let's go. Ohio.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Eluding the pressure right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Let's go. Flex round.
Watson on 1st down. And he's got it over the middle. Fedorowicz. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Ohio. Let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? What a really nice game right there on 1st.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one after the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. Let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. They run once more with McCannon. And some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Now let's go.
Now Cook. On 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Cook now, off the play fake. Flushed out right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney able to run him down for a loss of a yard. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Here's Cook to throw on 3rd down. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Lawson in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the... Here's Marquette King now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Watson now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go. White 90.
Watson hands this to Foreman, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Again, it's Foreman. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Come on, let's go. White 90.
Now a carry for Blunt. Room to run inside the 40. And some LeGarrette Blunt. Touchdown, Houston. LeGarrette Blunt, 52 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. No gain on the play there. Second down. To throw is Cook. Looking to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Off-play action. Cook. He finds Roberts, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Double tight, double tight. Here we go now.
They run it with McKinnon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Throwing, Cook. And complete, right side to Cook. A good pickup there, a 22.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Man left, man left. Hey, hey, hey. You got 3 down.
Cook to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And his kick is indeed good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
And now out comes Houston. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's Watson, and that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Watson now on third down. And that will be incomplete as well. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
On the mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Now Cook throwing on first down. It's caught by Roberts. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now McKenna. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this.
Here we go.
Cook now to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Barkevious Mingo with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Come on, let's go. Red 38.
They'll run with Foreman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Watson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Back to throw, Watson. Now they go screen, it's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Come on, let's go. Hey, it's just me and you.
Here's Blunt. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back in.
And he can't get away from the pressure. Cook goes down. Christian Covington in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Now let's go. Green, 3.
Here's Cook. From the gun, he'll throw. He finds Crabtree for the completion. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Now let's go.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Cook. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. To throw is Cook, operating from the gun. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Zach Cunningham coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
All right, here we go.
Off the play fake. Cook. And that is going to be incomplete. A gutsy call by Jack Del Rio, but it does not pay off. And this Texans defense stands tall. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground, only able to get it to his own 20 after breaking through the contact. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Right there. Oh, dang, baby. Come on, let's go. What? 9.
Now Foreman, and an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. We got 4.
Now Blunt. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. From the 50, it's Watson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
Come on, let's go. 190. 190. Take motion.
The play clock's running down. They'll run it here with Blunt. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Flex round.
On second down, here's Watson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Cook, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Crabtree has it. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now Cook, looking to throw on second down. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Cook has it left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Cook now. Off play action. Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Finds Roberts left side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like that? And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carl Lawson in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Cook, throwing on 4th down, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And here we go on 1st and goal.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right.
To throw is Cook. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got his tight end, Cook, in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook from 10 yards out. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Here's Watson now on second down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's Foreman. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Let's go! 190! I'm going to hit you 190!
In motion left goes a tight end. They'll need to get the play off quickly. A carry for Foreman. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. And they're definitely showing blitz here. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
And I think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Mario Edwards in there to get him for a loss of 5. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
Here we go.
To throw on second down. Cook. A dump down to McKinnon. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Here we go.
Cook operating from the gun. Roberts got it. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's second down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Throw left side complete. It's Cook. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 44-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Now Cook on first down. Screen play, McKinnon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw. Cook. Roberts has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Back to throw. Cook. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11.
Flex round. Let's go. Flex round. 38. 38. Ohio. Rush the whip.
Throwing now, Watson. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Come on. 4 down. Check. I got 19.
They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. LeGarrette Blunt, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans will extend their lead. And the lead is up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 19. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's caught by Clive Walford. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Here we go.
Cook now on 1st and 10. And brought in by the tight end Cook. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yardage.
Okay.
And incomplete here. So that will leave him with 16 on the clock.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for one, maybe 2 more plays.
Double tight, double tight. 4 down. Let's go.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there?
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year. And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.